Hey guys, so welcome to Abby's Auras or welcome back. Please make sure you're subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. If you're trying to manifest anything, then comment below what you're trying to manifest and I can help you with that. I will make a video about it for you. Or if you have any ideas or videos you would like me to do in the future, then let me know. In the description box below it has my website, it has my Heal Your Past and Manifest Your Future course in there. It also has a free meditation in there, and in the description box I've got my Facebook and my Instagram, so make sure you go and check them out, and yeah, I can keep you guys updated more often and really see your journey too. So I'm going to get straight into the video and I hope you like it. Okay, so manifestation is meant to be fun. Like, we're meant to be having fun. Like, you know, all these rituals and things that people do are meant to be a fun way of manifesting. It's not meant to be effort. And I feel like sometimes people get stuck in that having to do everything in a certain way, in a certain order, and if I do this, it's going to get me my desire. And if oh no, I've not journaled today, but like, oh God, I'm going to have to do it, otherwise my desire's not coming. And like, oh, my vision board, like, I'm going to have to make a vision board, but like, do I really want to do it? I'm just going to have to do it anyway, because otherwise my desire's not going to come. Like, things like that. Completely wrong way of looking at it. When you know, people come up with these ways to manifest things, it's because it's meant to resonate with you. And if you don't feel good when you're doing it, and if you don't feel like inspired and excited, like, then don't do it, because it's not resonating with you. It's only just meant to be certain ways of doing things to just make things like more fun, and like to make you like get excited about things again. If you're making a vision board and you're not sitting there like super excited about all these pictures you're putting on there, or you know, finding the pictures is exciting, picking out the colours and things like that. If you're sitting there thinking like, oh my God, this is so annoying, like, and so boring, but I just need to just do it because otherwise I'm not going to get what I'm trying to manifest. So that's not going to work. Like, you're in the complete wrong like way of doing it, and that's only because like it's not resonating with you. If it's exciting you doing it, then it'll work and your desires will come faster than anything. But if you're doing it out of effort and trying to get a manifestation, then it's not gonna work, and you know, it's just more of like a chore. And then that puts out to the universe that like, oh, I just don't even want to do these things, so I just don't really, it's like it's putting out there to the universe, oh, I don't want these things because this is the mood I'm in right now when I'm doing it, and it's just annoying and it just feels like effort and things like that. So make sure you're only doing things that are resonating with you. It doesn't always have to be the same thing either. Like, I change my things that I like to do all the time. Different things resonates with me at different times in my life. Like, I like the pillow method, but I don't do it all the time. I only do it when I like, once I did it because I felt like I was like latched onto a desire a little bit, and I just thought, oh, like, this just feels like too much like effort, like being like stuck on this desire. I just want to let it go and like give up to the universe so they can take control, because like I feel like I'm attaching a little bit too much to it. So I just writ it down, put it under my pillow, and then I always go to sleep with like healing music or water music, and I just, you know, like did a little like healing in my head, like, you know, like, oh, I'm so like grateful for everything, like, you know, list of gratitudes that you're grateful for, and like, I'm so happy that I'm able to let go of this desire, like I feel so much lighter, things like that. Like, that works for me. The next day I forgot I even put it there, and then a few days later the desire came the desire came to me, and then I was just like, I didn't even remember about like the pillow method, I forgot. But the desire came to me, I was super excited about that. I was like really happy that I'd manifested it. And then I was changing my bed sheets and I was like, oh my god, like I forgot I even did that. Like that was so much fun that like, you know, like I was able to do it but then just let go, and then kind of like, you know, it didn't feel like I was like doing it out of like oh god, I've got to do this, because like I'm just not letting it go, and like if I don't, like this is gonna make it go. Like I just did it because I thought, oh, it'd just be nice to like just write it down and kind of release it. Like it was like that was my way of thinking about it at the time. But I didn't once ever just think like, oh my god, I'm doing this because it's the only way it's gonna go. Or like I didn't think that like I didn't attach to the outcome kind of thing. Like I didn't really think too much into it. I just did it and then just like forgot about it. And normally I can never forget about things like that. So I would be like checking. But that's what I was trying to not do anymore, you know. I was trying to get out of the routine of checking for desires because they're never going to work like that. So the pillar method, that was quite fun. I also do journaling. I do it every morning and some night times. I like to do gratitude lists as well in my journaling. But if I feel like I don't want to do it one time, then I'm not going to force myself to do it, because then what's the point? Like it's not going to feel as fun. And normally when you know, when I start getting into it, I feel more and more happier as I'm doing it. But I'm not going to force myself to journal just to manifest something. Like I do journaling because it's a fun way for me to get my manifestations out there and on paper, and like it feels like I connect to it when I'm doing it. Like I really like embody myself in the little story that I'm telling, and I feel like I connect well with that. But sometimes when I don't feel like writing, maybe I'm a bit too tired, so I just read over what I've already journaled in like the last few days or things like that, and that, like, you know, that's good enough for me. And I don't ever force myself to do any of these things, because if you're forcing yourself to do it, you're not doing it for the right reasons anyway, so this is just not going to work. Also, what other ones are there? Like so like when people are doing like the 2 cup method, things like that, I feel like I love water, so I personally do like, you know, the water one every day, because I drink water every day. And I watched a study like I'm so nerdy. I watched a study about water and how if you treat it like differently, and if you put it in different things, then you know it, like basically it changes with the energy around it. So I personally do that every day anyway. Like every time I fill my water bottle up, I kind of treat water in that way, like, oh my god, I'm so grateful, and like, you know, like whatever, and I'm drinking it and I feel like positive when I'm drinking it, and I feel healthy, and like whatever I'm like desiring, I don't know, like whatever I feel like putting out there to the universe when I'm filling up my water bottle, I just do that. But like that just feels like a normal thing for me to do now, like after I watched that study and how we change our vibrations, and like when we're like making water, and if we like connect to it differently, it changes or whatever. I'll try and like find the link and put it in the description box below. But it was really interesting and I resonated with it really well. So now I kind of do that all the time. Like I have my water here, and it's always best to be in these like little canisters rather than like plastic and things like that. And like I used to think like, oh my god, where, like, you know, not everyone has them things. Like, so when I used to hear people say like, when you're manifesting with water, you should only use like certain things, I don't think that's true. Like I think that, like, you know, water is water, and if you're manifesting with water, don't hold yourself up too much about how this, like how the certain things has to be. But like after watching the study, I understand why it's better in these things like that, but it doesn't mean that you can't manifest with water in different cups. So just don't hold yourself, you know, to what other people say too much. But the 2 cup method, like I was going to say before, like that's a fun way of doing it, and that's a fun way. A lot of people like say that's how you quantum leap, but like that's not how you quantum leap. That's like a visualizing way of like making the quantum leap kind of like more like, trying to think of the word, like more like real. Some people feel like it's more real when you're actually physically doing something. That's why they use the water. So if you've got water in this cup and you put your current situation on in this cup, you put your desire on this cup, and then you feel like this cup is full with water, this is empty. You fill your desired cup up with the old cup and, like, you know, embody yourself as this water. You're filling it into this one, which has got your desire, and then you drink it, and like you kind of become the new vibrational self that has the desire. But we'll go into quantum leaping in a different video. That's like, I've got a lot to say on that one. But you know, like really, like, if it resonates with you, it's amazing and it will work. Like, I've seen it work many of times. But if it's not, if you're only doing it because you're like, right, okay, someone said you have to do this and get this cup, no, get this one because that one is not meant to work, not in that cup, and then right, do this now, down it, and like, you know, things like that. Like, that just seems so much like flustered and like it's not gonna work. Like, only do things that you feel positive about and like you find fun. Like, doing the 2-cup method is meant to be like a fun, like, oh my god, like this is like fun and exciting new way of doing it, like, and then kind of just detach from it and just be like, oh, if it happens, it happens, like whenever, like, but I'm just excited to try new things, kind of thing. Like, come at it from that point of view rather than when I do this, I'm gonna get this. Like, you know, we have to remember it's our mindset of when we're doing the things and what's making us feel good and positive, and what is actually, we're just doing it because we're wanting something out of it. If you're doing it for the end result, then it's not going to work. If you're doing it and you don't, you're not holding on to the end result, you're just doing it because it's fun, it will work. Like, it reminds me of Nanny McPhee. Like, when you don't need a nanny, but no, when you need a nanny but you don't want a nanny, she's always here. And then when you don't need one but you want her, like, you know, you don't need her anymore, so she just goes. Like, oh, that's what it reminded me of just then. But you know, make sure you're having fun with manifestation. Do things that make you feel like excited and like, you know, inspired and things like that, because that's what's going to get you your manifestation. It's the happy feeling in it when you're doing it, and the excitement in that, you know, it's all to do with your feelings when you're doing it, rather than just like, oh, just hurry up and tip that water in there because I've got to go, like I'm running late or something like that. It's just, I hope this video resonated with you, and I shall see you again in my next videos. I have loads coming out about manifestation, and I'm going to throw a few healings in there too. So I hope you all enjoy.